I want to take away your fear of AI, or at least make it a healthier fear, by giving you some insight into how it works. You don't need to fear AI. Whoa, that's just what an AI minion would say. Okay, granted, that is what they'd say, but I'm not an evil AI minion. I'm just a geek whose expertise happens to have some overlap with AI, so I can hopefully peel back the curtain a bit more for you. Pay no attention to the math behind the curtain. Don't get me wrong, I totally get the fear. You're hearing some people saying stuff to scare you into buying whatever they're selling, and you're hearing other people exaggerate the nature of AI so they can get some funding for something. So what I know are models. We established I'm a geek, right? Now, models take all sorts of forms. Prototypes, sketches, drawings, bill of materials is a type of model. They're all abstractions of something real. And so are mathematical models. So for example, the area of a rectangle is equal to the width times the height of that rectangle. Height? What's height? Another example, if I had data points on this graph, y equals x plus 5 is a model of them. They're not the actual data points, but it's a model of them. Now this is in 2 dimensions, and you can have data points in 3 dimensions and have a model for them. You could even have data points in hundreds or thousands of dimensions. You couldn't really graph them, but you could have a mathematical model of them. And that's what AI models are. They're mathematical models of data points that have hundreds or thousands of dimensions. Why so many dimensions? Well, because we're not just graphing 5, we're graphing blue. And you need a lot of dimensions to turn blue into a numeric data point, and to turn red into a numeric data point. And to do so in such a way that when you add a blue data point and the red data point, you get purple data point. In other words, AI is a calculator. Now, how could it be a calculator if it comes up with different answers to the same question? Well, I'll explain this by going back to that graph. In product development, we're constantly trying to reduce variation. We want the product to perform the same way over and over and over again, right? The consistent performance. Generative AI keeps that variation in as a feature to be more human-like, right? It's trying to approximate creativity by having that variation. It's not actual creativity, it's a model of creativity. So use AI or don't, that's completely up to you, like it or don't, or anywhere in between. I just don't want you to fear it. My preference is that you be cautiously optimistic about it, right? And that cautious part is about having an ethical use of it. Right? A knife can be used ethically or unethically, same as AI. AI can do a lot of wonderful things. It can also be used to enable people to steal creative work, intellectual property, even their identity. But if you have an unhealthy fear of the knife, you won't be involved in the conversation about using it ethically. So let me know in the comments if this was helpful. I don't focus on AI topics. I focus on product development, best practices, but I wouldn't be doing a good job of that if I didn't incorporate some AI stuff. If you got this far, like and subscribe. Talk to you later.